How's it going, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another Disc Golf Crew video. Today we're going to be practicing the Madness 2023 layout here at North Las Vegas Golf Course. Woo! Alright guys, so hole one is going to be regular hole one gold at North Las Vegas here. It is 411 feet. The OB fence line is out of bounds over there, so is the green and the sand trap. And there is a Mando that you have to go left of the light pole here on the right hand side. If you missed the Mando, you got to throw from the drop zone. Alright, let's see what we got.
Get out. Stop. Oh no. Oh, that's good. Skip off that hill.
Ooh, very nice.
Great shot.
All right, so tee shot landed on the green, so you don't want to do that. So we're gonna take it from here and try to maybe save par. All right, so that was hole one. So hole one, again, you're gonna want to try to stay off the green, stay away from the fence. You're gonna want to make sure you make that Mando. All right, guys, hole two is regular hole two at North Las Vegas. You're gonna be going to the gold basket over here, and it is 334 feet. OB fence line, OB green. So just try to avoid the green, and don't throw it over the fence. I don't think anyone's gonna have that problem, but just avoid the fence and the green. Let's see what we can do. We're going with the Grim. We're gonna try to throw a little straight shot, get to flip up a little bit, and see what we can do.
No. 2 for 2.
2 for 2 on the green. Yeah, seriously.
Ooh. White. Layup shot. Oh no. Turn.
Suck. Alright guys, we're on hole 3. Hole 3 is going to be regular North Las Vegas, hole 3 white. So just going to try to punch it down the fairway as far as you can. The basket's going to be on the right hand side. It is 492 feet, and the only thing you got to worry about is going long and landing on the green, because that will be OB. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, we're going to go with the wave. We're going to try to throw something that's going to kind of flip up a little bit, maybe go to the right, and hopefully just kind of hold that line.
Come on. There you go. That's the better option. There you go.
Alright, we've got Tony here at his upshot. He claims this rock is the greatest disc ever made.
This is a DX Rock demo going on here, folks. That is the DX Rock.
Alright, so the shot creeped a little over to the right. So I got a little bit of an upshot here. Very nice, very nice.
Nice kick.
All right, not too bad. So on this one, you just kind of want to put it right in the middle, give yourself a good upshot. Just remember, avoid the green so you don't go OB. All right. All All right, guys, next basket is hole 3A. This is a temporary basket for the tournament. You are going to be throwing from right in front of, or actually right behind 9's white basket, and you're going to be throwing to 4's gold basket. And this one is 276 feet. There's a double mando through the marked trees, which are going to be, I believe, these two trees here. So you just got to go straight up the middle, and yeah. Don't miss the mando. If not, you're throwing from the drop zone. All right, let's see what we can do. One other thing I forgot to mention, the green is OB, so you don't want to throw it too hard or else you're going to end up on the green. So maybe a little short of that. Okay.
Well, that's good. Another one. So it stops you throwing it out. Almost hit somebody. Okay. Oh, there.
Ooh, that's a bird, Tony. All right, guys, so that was hole 3A. Not too bad of a hole. Again, you're just gonna wanna make sure you get through those double mandos. As far as throw-wise, maybe play something that's gonna skip a little bit so you can kind of get up that hill, so you leave yourself a little bit of a shorter putt. Just be aware if you push too far, you may end up on the green, which is OB, and it's gonna cause you a stroke. But again, I would say just try to throw it through the middle, maybe chip up, tap in for par, moving on to the next hole. All right, guys, next hole is hole 4. Hole 4 is going to be playing regular hole number 4 at North Las Vegas. You're going to be going to the gold basket. The green is OB. There's going to be a mando. You got to go left of, I believe it's going to be the sign closer to 5's tee pad, so you don't end up over there. There's a par 3, par 4, depending on what division you are in, and it is 438 feet. Let's see what we can do. Pretty green. Oh.
There you go. Oh. Oh, come back, come back, come back. Ah. Power up that forehand. See how that is.
All right, so the mando is going to be this sign right over here. So off the tee, just be careful when you're pushing. You just don't want to end up on the green, so either lay up short or you got to just go full force and try to go past it, depending on what the wind is doing. All right, guys, that is hole 4. So again, just like I said, you're either gonna play short of the green or you gotta push past it, or you can go to the left of it, pitch up, get that putt, move on to the next hole. Let's go. Next hole is hole A, the A hole. This is a par 4. It is a total of 385 feet, but it's kind of tricky. So through here, the 2 poles are mandos. To the right of the poles is OB. To the left of the fence is OB. Distance to second mandatory, which is the last pole, is 210 feet. And then from the second pole to the basket is 175 feet. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably try to just get a shot up close to the second mando and then throw from there. If you have a forehand, there's a possibility, there's a little gap over here. You could try to get it all the way around, but it looks kind of tricky. So let's see what we can do.
There you go.
Yep. Ooh, hit the mando. Over here is kind of the opening where these guys are. I'm going to show you real quick. Where these guys are is probably more ideal. If you have a forehand shot, that's where you're going to end up. All right. And that's probably the play if you got it. I don't have that, so I'm going to throw a backhand. Perfect.
Nature appreciates. If you have some extra grip, everybody's chalk and all this other stuff, bags like Gannon Burr, but this is what you want right here. You just want to put your hand right on there, dude, and never let go of the disc, dude. Never let go.
All right, guys, so that was hole A. Kind of a tricky hole. Again, you got the double Mandos off the tee, so if you got a forehand, you can probably get to the opening. If not, maybe just a little backhand to the Mando, and then try to just, if you can, try to get around it. As far as the basket, I think it's going to be somewhere over here in the dirt, so not too bad. It's kind of just a basic upshot, and then just tap in, and then you're done. All right, next hole. All right, guys, next one is hole B. This is 304 feet, is a double Mando through the marked trees. If Mando's missed, proceed to the drop zone. OB, painted lines surrounding the basket. There's no painted lines there now. We have the basket on top of the hill, so hopefully we're close to where we're playing to. And then the two trees right here to the right of the bathroom, you gotta make it through. So kind of a tight gap. Let's see what we can do. Missed it. Gosh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so if you don't make the Mando, I assume the drop zone is going to be somewhere around here. All right, guys, that was hole B. As you can see, the kind of high up the hill, so as far as that upshot from the drop zone, you kind of want to maybe push a little bit further. It says there's going to be an OB line painted around the basket, so I'm not sure how big that's going to be or where it's going to be. So day of the tournament, we'll have to see what that looks like. All right, guys, we're here at hole C. Hole C is 297 feet, is a double Mando through the marked trees. So on this hole here, the marked tree is just to the right of the playground. It's a real low shot, and as far as the basket, it's all the way tucked up in the back corner of the hill over there.
Hit it. Skip.
Oh, no skip.
You know what's really crazy?
Oh no. Okay, so I'm standing kind of in front of where the Mando is. The playground is right over here. So as far as shots go, if you have a low shot that you think you can get all the way through, then you can try a full power drive off the tee. If not, what I would recommend is maybe take a putter and kind of lay up just short of the Mando, because the angle as of right now is kind of hard to get to. So maybe just lay up short of the Mando, and then you have a basically just a regular upshot to the basket, and then you're tapping in for par. Okay. All right, guys, so that was hole C. Again, hole C, you got the double Mando, so if you think you can get it all the way up to the hill, you can throw a full power off the tee. If not, recommend maybe laying up short of the Mando, full power up shot, tap in, par, move on to the next hole. All right, guys, we're here at hole D. Hole D is 240 feet. There is no OB. There is a hill, however, right behind the basket, and it does say here, if disc rolls down the hill, play it where it lies. So there's no OB on this hole, but again, there is the hill behind it, and the hill is probably about maybe 20-25 feet behind the basket. So you want to throw something that doesn't get too much ground play. You don't want to skip too far, and you don't want to throw anything too hard. So let's see what we can do.
Short.
Ooh, a little short. All right, guys, so that was hole D. Again, hole D, probably can throw a full power putter shot, maybe a forehand if you got one. Try to land a little short. You don't want to push too far. To be honest with you, the hole is a little bit closer, actually further than you think. So you can kind of throw something full power, and you're not really going to throw too far off the basket. There's a lot of space behind the basket, so the chances of you going off the hill if you throw something a little slower are probably unlikely. But it's going to be a little windy up here since we're on top of the hill, so see what you can do when you're here. All All right, guys, this is hole E. We're on the top of the mountain. Pretty cool, right? All right, so hole E is 380 feet. There's a Mando left of the marked tree, which I believe is either this bush or this tree right here. So you can't go big spike hyzer over the top. And then what else? That's pretty much it. There's OB painted to the left and the right. Not quite sure where that's gonna be, but probably gonna be on the right-hand side over here, and maybe where the little riverbed is probably OB to the left of that. So you're gonna wanna stay to the right of the rock bed and to the left of wherever the OB painted line is. So we're just gonna try to throw something down the middle, flips up a little bit, and hopefully gets there. Let's see what we can do. Oh shit.
Right under that tree to the left.
Okay guys, so off the tee on this one, you're gonna really wanna watch your height. Don't throw too high. You kinda wanna throw it towards the ground because this river here, the OB comes up really fast, so. Missed. Alright. Okay guys, that was hole E. Not too bad. Again, off the tee, try to watch your height. You don't wanna go too high, you're gonna end up OB. Try to keep it low and try to get in this middle area and you pitch up. Tap in, and you're good to go. All right, guys, we are at hole F. Hole F is a par 4/5. It is 480 feet from the men's tee, 420 feet from the women's tee. OB painted rock line. It says if the disc lands in the water, proceed to the drop zone. Drop zone is 260 feet from the basket. Fence and beyond the right is OB. So as far as your shot goes, if you're really crazy, you could go over the water, maybe with like a forehand or some type of hyzer flip maybe. I don't know, that's a little nutty. Most people are probably gonna go to the right gap over here and go this way, but you just gotta be careful that you don't throw too much of a hyzer and land in the water. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Good tree.
Oh no, that's in the.
Oh
No, it's not. It's gone.
It is.
It's past
No, it's
it.
in the golf course.
Nope, you're safe, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so off the tee, if you are to play the hyzer route to the right, you kind of end up over here somewhere, and we're about, I don't know, 200 something feet away from the basket. No, it bounced off the chains.
So
Pretty much you got an eagle. I'm marking you down for an eagle.
eagle eye, Robert.
See, I'm marking you down for an eagle. Hold it.
It's the basket. We'll blame the basket. I'm blaming the basket. Ruined my throw-in.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, so that was hole F. Again, if you want to try to play for the shot over the water, you can. I think that's a little crazy. So I would probably go just to the right, maybe with your hyzer the first shot, and your up shot for the second shot. Possibly get a throw in like I did. Hopefully it sticks. And then you're tapping in for your birdie. If not, you're just chipping up for your par. All right, and you're moving on to the next hole. Let's go. All right, guys, next hole is hole G. Hole G is a par 3, 178 feet. This is an island hole. It is playing to the middle of the little sand pit area. Back third of it is in, the front 2/3 is out. So if you miss the island, you throw from the drop zone, which is at the beginning of the sand pit. So yeah, see what we can do.
Oh.
Yeah!
That's what I was thinking. Nice. Push. Nice.
All right, so off the tee, if you miss the island, you go to the drop zone. After you throw from the drop zone, if you miss the island, you go OB. It's regular OB rules. All right, guys, so on this hole, pretty much right here is where the line is. So the island is the back third of the sand pit. Good luck to you. All right, guys, next hole is hole H. It's 162 feet down this narrow gap here. There's OB to the right side and behind the basket, and also the fence line. So if you go over the fence to the left, that's OB. If you go to the right of the trees, yeah, so it's gonna be painted. The line's not here today, but I think the line's gonna be painted on the right-hand side. So pretty much, you just gotta make it up the middle, or else you're OB, and you don't wanna go too far past the basket because there's gonna be OB painted back there too. So basically, you gotta throw a perfect shot up the middle. Easy, right? Okay, let's try. Skip off the fence. Ching, ching. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking initially, is use the fence to stop it.
That's how you do it. Fence ride.
Like that.
Think. All right, guys, that was hole H. Hole H is basically a tunnel shot. As far as shots go, I think what I'm going to do is try to throw a little hyzer shot that's going to skip, bounce off the fence, and then land right by the basket. You could try to go air shot all the way, but you might end up far with the OB behind it. Or if you're like Andrew, you could try to throw over the fence and try to ace it that way, which is kind of crazy. All right, next hole.
Hole number 5 is sponsored by Innovis DX Rock. 455 yards straight down the pipe. I do not believe there's any Mandos other than you just want to stay straight. You might want to consider veering fading left for your upshot next if you don't have the distance. Good luck. Let's see what happens. It's a little too far.
Nice. Very good, very good.
Try to throw it right when he was in there.
All right, so hole 5, depending on what power you have, you saw what Andrew did. You can get here in one shot and tap it in if you got the power. If you don't, you're probably gonna end up somewhere near the gold basket. Just chip up, tap in, got your par, move on. All right, guys, our next one is hole 6. It is regular hole 6 at North Las Vegas. We are going to the white basket, and it is 325 feet. OB green and OB sand trap. So just stay out of the green and stay out of the sand trap. I'll take it. No?
Grab it. Too. Only the goose craps on average about every 12 minutes.
Boomski. All right, guys, that's hole 6. So hole 6, not too bad. Just gotta look out for the green, look out for the sand traps. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's go to the next hole. All right, guys, hole 7 is regular hole 7 at North Las Vegas. We are going to the white basket. It is 432 feet. It's a par 3/4, depending on what division you're in, and just OB green. So just don't go on the green and don't throw over the fence. All right.
Except for that one, sucking it down. Oh no, I rounded it.
I mean, look at that shit, dude. Seriously.
Jesus.
All right, guys, so that was hole 7. Hole 7, not too bad. Again, if you have the power, you can try to push past the green, but it's probably not going to happen. So I would say either throw short, try to land for the hill, or play towards gold basket and try to go that route. Save yourself strokes that way. All right, next hole. All right, guys, we're at hole 8. Hole 8 is going to be regular North Las Vegas, hole number 8. We are going to the white basket on the left-hand side, 324 feet, OB green and OB sand traps. So yeah, I just want to try to put something out there. Get over to the right. You're really not going to avoid the sand. You're not going to hit the sand or the green unless you throw low. More than likely, I'm probably going to end up in the green now. So
Don't throw low. You gotta head or you could almost ace it. Skip. Oh, you're good.
Oh, sit down.
oh no! All right, guys, so that was hole 8. Again, on this one, not too hard. Just avoid the green, avoid the sand traps. Just kind of get up here somewhere, get yourself a putt. Watch out for that hill behind the basket. So depending on where you're at, you may or may not want to run the putt. That hill plays really fast behind, so if your disc lands on hyzer, there's a good chance it's going to roll down the hill. You're going to have a real long comeback putt. So depending on how far you are from the basket on your tee shot or your second shot, you may or may not want to run the shot, maybe just lay up, tap in, move on to the next hole. Today's video is sponsored by the Wind Ribbon. It's a little tool that you can use to read the wind while you're playing. What's cool about this is it's adjustable, so you can actually take it off of whatever object you have it on. So if you have it on your hook, you can take it off just like that. And then it just tightens like that, and it'll go on whatever you need. The great thing about this is it gives you a super accurate wind read every time you're playing. Super easy to install, and like I said, it's going to give you a good wind read every time you play. I just started making these. These will be for sale on discgolfcrew.com. If you're here for the Madness tournament, I will be setting up a booth where I will have these for sale. Stop by the booth, come check it out. All right, guys, we're at hole 9. This is going to be the last hole of the tournament. This is North Las Vegas regular 9. We are going to the gold basket, 585-foot hole, OB green and OB if you go over the fence. Off the tee, just throw it as hard as you can and try to get as much distance. Okay. All right, Tony, tell us what you're thinking. You're about 250 feet away from the basket, maybe?
Yeah, I'm kind of going to go a little random here. And the only reason why is because everything's pushing right now this way. The wind teller is actually just directly in our faces, so anything I throw is going to be random. So I'm just going to try to go like power thumber and just see what happens. We'll see. Decent.
All right. Oh, no, too low. Oh, no. All right, guys, so that was hole 9. Hole 9, again, just a really long hole. Just try to bite off as much as you can off the tee. And then for your upshot, you're just gonna wanna avoid the green, try to get there, tap in for possibly birdie. If not, settle for par, and you're out for the tournament. All right, guys, so that was a practice round for Madness 2023 here at the North Las Vegas Golf Course. What do you guys think of the course?
It's a good layout, a lot of real technical shots. First part is definitely open. It's your normal North Las Vegas course, which is fun. But back here, once you get into these, they're definitely more technical.
For sure, for sure. Any tips?
Yeah, this city view side over here is tricky, especially with the wind. So it depends on way different shot. If it's windy or not, I mean, it's completely different disc, speed, stability, all that. So watch out for that.
All right, guys, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. And until next time, guys, we'll see ya.
Shout out to Neon Black and to Lucky Disc Golf.
Boom.